Hi guys, I hope you're having a good week. Today should be January 17th when you're taking this Wednesday, January 17th. And we are going to be talking about scale drawings. And it's going to be a little bit different just because I've had some slight technical difficulties doing scale drawings when I transfer them to a PowerPoint, so you'll see when we get there. All right, remember how we do video notes? We do Cornell style video notes. It's been a while, and at the end I still need you to answer this essential question. I still need you to do the on your own. I still need you to do the checkpoint that's online, and then go start the packet problems that are homework. They're the last couple of pages of the packet, so don't get confused. Still have packet homework for tonight over 7.5. So let's go ahead and get started. I feel like our book does a good job talking about what scale drawing and scale model is. Drawings for two-dimensional, models for three-dimensional. The scale is what we use to convert from a model to its actual, the drawing to its actual. We use the scale. It has to be given to you or something along the lines where you can figure out the scale. And the scale factor is what we use to multiply. Remember, the scale factor, again, is what we use to multiply, to reduce or to enlarge. Scale factor is what we use to reduce or to enlarge the actual object, okay, or the scale drawing. So let's go ahead and get started in example 1. Again, this is where I'm telling you I had some slight technical difficulties. So we are going to look at it, and I'm going to show you electronically how this works. So our first example, what is the actual distance day between Cadillac and Detroit? So we're looking here. Here's Detroit, and here's Cadillac. To find the actual distance, we have to have this paper printed off for us in front of us. Okay, so like your homework has the paper in front of you, print it off. Quizzes will have a paper printed off for you, okay? And the scale right here, the scale, all right? So the first thing that we would have to do is we'd have to take a straight edge or ruler and actually measure, lining up 0 with Detroit all the way over to Cadillac City, Cadillac, right here. We'd have to measure that distance right there, and then we would use our scale. So step 1, use a centimeter ruler because it's in centimeters to find the distance between the map, on the map between Cadillac and Detroit. Step 2, we would, when you actually measure that, you're going to get that it's about 3.5 centimeters using an actual ruler and actual paper. Then we'd use our scale to write and solve a proportion because this is all about being proportional. Otherwise, it's not a scale drawing or a scale model. So here's our scale. 1 centimeter to 50 miles is equal to, we got that the model, the drawing, was 3.5 centimeters from Detroit to Cadillac over the actual. We always put the model or drawing over the actual. So that's why you see these two in red and these two in blue. Now we're going to actually solve. Okay, what times 1 is 3.5? That's 3.5. So what's 50 times 3.5? That's how we're going to find D. This right here, that 3.5 is called your scale factor, what you multiply to get there. And we get that it's about 175 miles between Cadillac and Detroit. Let's go ahead and go into example 2. All right. The liquid outer core of the Earth is 2,300 kilometers thick. So here's the liquid outer core. A scale model of the layers of the Earth has a scale. So instead of having it written off with this little arrow bar, we have it written in words. 1 inch, the model, to the actual 500 kilometers. How thick is the liquid outer core? So there's 2 ways. They could have it written off to the side, or they could say it in the sentence, okay? So we're looking at how thick the liquid outer core, oh goodness, is in the model. So we're looking for how thick this is right here. If somebody actually made this model, how thick they would have to make it when the actual one is 2,300 kilometers. So the first thing that we would have to do is write out our scale. Here's our scale, model to actual. We don't know what the model of the outer core thickness is to the actual, okay? Then we need to find our scale factor. What times 500 is 2,300? That's our scale factor right there. Okay. Okay, so they're right here going to do 2,300 divided by 500 and find that 2,300 divided by 500 is 4.6. So this is our scale factor, which is also 1 times 4.6 is going to be your scale of your outer core. Sorry, in the model, that's what the distance is. Awesome. Let's go ahead and look at example 3. A scale model of Sergeant Floyd Monument is 10 inches tall. The actual monument is 100 feet tall. So 10 inches, here's your scale, 10 to 100. 10 to 100, what's the scale? 10 to 100, which reduces down to 1 to 10. What's the scale factor is the next. How do we multiply? So we multiply, write the scales with the same units. Scale factor, 1 to 10. We want to write it in the same units, so we'll have to convert feet to inches. And here's our scale factor. Convert to the same units in order to get scale factor. And there we go. All right, now we're ready for those on your own problems. Our on your owns, we're going to be using the scale of 1 to 6. The model is 1. The actual is 6. And we're going to set up those proportions. I'll do the first one with you. So we have number 1, it's 1 to 6, model to actual equals model to actual. And now we're going to figure out, I don't know why I put 6 there. Now we're going to figure out what times 1 is 12. 12. What's 6 times 12? 6 times 12. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 1 is 72. 72 inches. That's all you're going to be doing here. Alright, I hope you guys are doing okay. Go ahead and pause your video. Answer the rest of these on your own problems. Alright, and here's what we should have gotten for the rest of the on your own. Here's your essential question. And your checkpoint is up and ready for you guys to take. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for being here.